So as the head coach at Notre Dame, and you touched on a little bit, Notre Dame is a very special place. I remember when I was getting recruited there by both Coach Willingham and Bob Davie before him. It didn't take me very long to understand Notre Dame is it's different. It's special. There's kind of an aura and a mystique about that school and everything that it offers, aside from the high level, athletics and whatnot. So as you now venture out and you and your assistant coaches, you're going to watch high school kids, and I'm sure you're going to all these elite, showcase events and the college, you're kind of trying to get your hands on these kids at a young age, as you recruit them and their families. How do you identify everything you just said? Like, how do you identify the qualities in a young, 16, 17-year-old kid oftentimes where you can then say, okay, I can project that in a few years when he's an 18, 19-year-old freshman on my campus, he's going to embody a lot of the qualities that I want not only to represent the Notre Dame, but the men's basketball program and play for me, and really and those inherent qualities you just mentioned. Like, what does that process look? How do you look back on a very young kid and identify those qualities in the recruiting process early on?
The period that we're going to get into is actually called the evaluation period, where we will go out and watch high school kids and AAU tournaments on the weekends. And we're trying to put it all together, what fits. Certainly for us, there's got to be a skill and an athletic ability. It's a certain level, but I need to see a transcript. Not everybody's a great fit for Notre Dame. Our mission is different. You know that. You lived it. That's just the way it is. And so our pool to pick from is going to be a little bit smaller maybe than other institutions. And that's life, and that's what you sign up for when you coach it at Notre Dame. I think when we talk about our basketball program and how we've built our culture is feel for the game and basketball IQ. We have given up some maybe athletic ability to have a maybe more skill feel for the game guy. And you try and get that mixture of both because we have really been good with the ball and we've been able to shoot it. Now we've improved defensively, which really helped us this year. And we've gotten a little more athletic in some areas. But, guys that get it. My phrase to kids, you need to want to compete in the classroom as much as the basketball court if you come to Notre Dame. You know it. You lived it, Greg. Yep, it's hard.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to tell you. School's hard here. It's hard. So if and so usually that pool is narrowed down and we know the guys that they're going to fit for us. But then to get them, you're in a heck of a battle with Northwestern, Stanford, Duke, and state universities, Michigan State, Villanova. You get into those battles. But I love a young man that is he coachable? Like to talk to his high school coach. Is he coachable? A kid that's been to 4 high schools is probably not going to be a great fit. A kid who changes AAU teams 3 times in a summer, probably not going to be a great fit for us. Maybe others, but not for us. And so some loyalty and commitment that you see, because it's going to be hard and we can't have a guy wanting to walk out the door as soon as they have a tough 3 days of practice. So you try and project all of that. And some of it is a darn crapshoot, Greg. There's evaluations I'm really proud of. And there's some in my 22 years where I go, what was I thinking? I missed the boat on that. Luckily, I must have a good number that work because they still let me coach here. So I am happy about that.